guys, welcome. I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder and president of Generation PR. We're an award-winning PR and social media marketing and influencer marketing agency in Los Angeles. And I am also the founder of Generation Academy and our incredible community, Powerhouse Pros. We are a resource, community, training tools, tips, strategies, collaboration, community for digital agency owners. And so we're going to talk about the nuances of AI as it applies to our field, digital marketing experts. We're all trying to figure this out. And I know there's a lot of fear around AI that this will replace us. And who knows what the future holds. But as of now, AI is only as good as the input and the person who puts in the input and then how you use it. And I am gonna tell you that you are not gonna just grab what it lists and just go for it. You have to take it and make it your own. We're gonna talk about that. So we launched Powerhouse Prompts, and we are giving you over 100 ChatGPT prompts that can help spark your creativity, save you time, help make you money. Because if you're saving time on research and just sort of sparking ideas, getting yourself a head start on certain things, you can use that time to build your business, to serve your clients so they stick around. There's a lot of better ways to use your time, and ChatGPT is going to help you figure out where you can save time in your business. So, okay, we're diving in. So if you don't know, AI, it stands for artificial intelligence. And I know it's really overwhelming from the outside, but take the time to figure out how to implement it in your agency, and it will be worth it for you. We know people are using it to streamline their pitching processes, to improve their client campaigns. There's AI in digital imagery. You've seen videos of people where they've used, like Tom Cruise, they use the voice and they make him look young and it looks like he's talking. That's all AI. We're going to talk about text-based AI platforms, specifically ChatGPT and Bard. Bard is Google's platform. So ChatGPT, it's a text-based program. It will help you write pitches, brainstorm campaigns, do research, and you need to know that this is not going anywhere. AI is here to stay, and you don't want to bury your head in the sand and wait for it to blow over, because that's not going to happen. You're going to get left in the dust. It's my job to make sure that we are all staying on top of trends that directly affect our industry. I wouldn't even call this a trend. I would call this a powerful new tool that will absolutely need to become part of your business. So we're going to dive into everything you need to know about using ChatGPT and Bard for PR and digital marketing, and what it is, why it's important. And this is one of those kind of disruptive technologies that when it bursts onto the scene, we tend to catastrophize. And, I don't want all of us to think, the sky is falling, media is dying, our jobs are at risk. It's not going to replace every PR pro and copywriter out there. Copywriters are going to need to incorporate AI into their process in order to keep up and stay relevant. So it's just a new shift in the media landscape. And if you dive in and you treat it as a tool instead of like, sky's falling, running from it, you're going to learn how to harness the power for your good in your business. So ChatGPT and Bard are huge new writing AI tools that have emerged. With these tools, you just type in a prompt query into this box and you wait for it to give you a response. And it's actually kind of fun because you can see it typing out as it goes. You can come up with a query as simple as like, what words rhyme with star? And it'll spit out a bunch of words, or something really complicated like create a social media strategy to boost engagement for an influencer in the beauty industry. So you're telling it specifically what you want it to create, a social media strategy, what the goal is to boost engagement, and who the campaign or the strategy is for. So it'll create something that you could use as a start. It is not the final product. This is what I'm going to stress 100 times today, hit you over the head with it. When you utilize it as a tool for our industry, it's just a starting point. What I want you to know, it's pulling information from all over the internet. So whether it's accurate or fact-checked or just available to pull on the internet and it's not actually accurate, ChatGPT and Bard are going to pull that content. And so you still need to go and fact check that it is accurate. I have heard of people where they're pulling up experts that don't even exist. I don't know why it does that or where it's getting it from. Quoting CEOs of companies on things that they never actually said. It's just generating a quote that would fit in that spot. It's very rough. And so it is our job and our ethical duty to fact check and also to convert the content itself into your own words, because when you pull anything from ChatGPT, you do not own that copyright. You don't own it just because you came up with the idea and maybe you fed it a few iterations. You don't own that copyright. And in fact, you could be kind of stealing chunks of writing that it has pulled from the internet that hasn't been changed. So keep that in mind. You have to edit it and make it your own. If it feels icky the way you're using it, then you're probably not using it ethically. So just keep that in mind as a litmus test. Okay, we need to start using ChatGPT and Bard for PR pitches, campaigns, and strategies for these reasons. The first is obviously it is a major, major time saver during your pre-pitching research. It should not at this point replace a full-time research assistant, but it can save you tons of time in front of your screen. And an example of that could be where you are looking for podcasts to pitch in your niche for one of your clients. These platforms can compile a list of your niche's podcast, but you need to still double check and make sure that your client is truly relevant for each podcast. And instead of all of the time to do the research, now you have a major head start and it should take you minutes instead of hours. Searching for them on your own is going to take a lot longer. And this also goes for finding new media contacts, looking for direct competitors to your client's latest product launch. Maybe you're searching for up and coming influencers because your client doesn't have that budget for influencers that have already sort of exploded onto the scene and they have tons of followers and their rates are really high. Your client might not be able to afford those, but they can find these under the radar influencers. You can give it a range of number of followers, certain industries, and then go check them out. So someone who does that for us, they're spending 17 hours looking for influencers in our client's niche every single month. That's a lot of time that we're going to save. But we will utilize her time more efficiently. We will have her take that list and then vet them and go look and see if they are the right fit and figure out, if we want to present those to our clients. So it'll save her time dramatically. And on your end, well, keep in mind too, the more detailed the prompt, the better results you'll get and the less time you're going to have looking around and trying to figure out what it is you're looking for. And you can iterate your queries. So you can type in something, and if you're getting something that still seems really broad, you can go back to that same query, give it more information. You can tell it the tone, the style, emulate somebody's leadership style. You can ask for a specific format, build it for me in a spreadsheet. It'll do all of that for you. So if you get something returned back to you and it's not quite what you had in mind, you can go back and add more detail and specifics to the prompt and get something that you can utilize better. And then you can take all of that extra time and focus on the pitching routine. You can work on high impact tasks that are going to move the needle for your clients. You can use that time to do more business development, use that extra hour in your day to reach out to any open leads you have or new business opportunities you're pursuing. Focus on your zone of genius and let the platform save you those efforts that can now automate quickly and use what they give you to, springboard the next steps for you as a springboard to the next steps. You're going to have more space in your day to really work on proposals and brainstorm big client campaigns. This, for me, number 2, is the biggest way that I'm using it. I really have a hard time staring at a blank screen and figuring out where to start. So this can help you sidestep writer's block when you are crafting pitch angles, when you're writing an actual pitch, when you are creating a strategy, figuring out topics, keywords. That to me is really challenging, just looking at a blank screen and get up here, spinning your wheels, trying to come up with an angle or, specific way to break down something. And you're just like, I'm looking at a blank screen and I'm feeling stressed. I'm a way better editor than I am writer from scratch. So this is why I have found this so helpful and why I wanted to share the Powerhouse prompts with you guys, because you can type something into ChatGPT, Bard, whatever AI writing platform you're using, and this will get you thought starters for blog posts, pitches for your clients, social media posts and content. And it will be the foundation, the building blocks. It's not here to do the job for you. The final email should be really targeted. It has to be tailored for that editor, for that publication. These are the nuances that these platforms cannot do that we do. When ChatGPT generates text, you must make sure that none of that final text ends up verbatim in your pitch. It's going to pull text from all corners of the internet. So it could spit out something that's completely plagiarized and you would have no idea. And that's not ethical. And I only want us using this in a way that doesn't feel icky and yucky. We're using this as a starting point. And the final product must be completely your own words, your edited style, make it your own for you and your clients. Because you're going to see what it spits out, and it's nowhere near the level of detail, sophistication, storytelling, nuanced things that make pitches really powerful. It's lacking, but it is a great start, and you can overcome those blank page scaries by having a starting point. The number 3 way that we love using ChatGPT is that it's going to lead you to new media contacts, collaborators that you probably would have not known about, ideas that maybe, when you look at something with fresh eyes, you have more ideas. But sometimes you kind of are like, how else can you, slice and dice this? And you've come to the end of your ideas and creativity. So it's like you don't know what you don't know, but ChatGPT can kind of help uncover those new ideas, new collaborators, new media contacts that maybe you wouldn't have discovered on your own. Things can fall through the cracks when you're doing your manual research, but any AI tool can help fill in those gaps when you're looking for media contacts, influencers. There's going to be influencers you just don't find no matter what research you do, or ideas that just don't ever come to you when you haven't found the right inspiration or looked at something from somebody else's perspective and lens, or something, in the case of AI, something else's perspective and lens. So this is going to give you the ability to access the totality of the internet in seconds and basically expand your idea scope beyond just your own personal experience or what what you can Google and what Google returns and then you analyze. This is going to give you more data to pull from. And it's also going to help you build lists to create connections, but you still have to do that outreach. The fundamentals of building relationships with editors still remain, but this is going to give you the place to start where you are going to start looking after certain contacts or influencers that you want to make connections with, you want to build relationships with. Once you have that list of new contacts or possible influencer collaborations, we are still vetting them. Like I said, we're going to help save this person on my team's time by using AI to build a list, and then she has a starting place to go vet them. And we have to make sure that they're the right fit before we present them to our client. Then we will start building that relationship. And AI, at this point, it's not doing that for us. We still want to make those connections very personal. So the other thing is, we love it to help generate ideas for a client campaign, brand campaigns, really smart ways to promote a launch. And then we use that as a jumping off point to brainstorm as a team to work on the way we're going to present it to the client, work out the kinks of the ideas, fully customize it for that client so that they're getting something that is not just a generic concept that anyone can find on the internet, but it really meets their needs and their goals and objectives and takes their brand story and identity into consideration. But AI, specifically ChatGPT, Bard, they are going to give you a really good starting off point that you can then use to brainstorm and make it your own. So this will give you a place to jump in and say, oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Let me explore a bit and see what I come up with. So there's a ton of ways to use this, and it's not spitting out the final thing you're using. You are still going to make it your own. And Powerhouse Prompts, it is out now. It is available to you. We have 100-ish thought starters that are going to make your time more easy and valuable. Again, be careful of accidental plagiarism. Ethically use it. Don't use it in a way that feels yucky or like you're stealing, like you're passing something off as your own work. These are ideas, thought starters, but it will save you time. It will help you optimize the way that you're managing your client accounts. ChatGPT can continue to do the thinking for you and save you time. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.